Hi there, it's Sage. Welcome back to the channel. Here we like to be our favorite version of ourselves. I wasn't planning on filming, but I'm about to paint my toenails and I figured why not chit chat a little bit. How have y'all been? How was your week? Sometimes it's so silly now that I'm saying it out loud, but sometimes I don't make videos because I'm like, I don't want to talk about myself all the time. Like, sometimes I just want to chill, and I feel like on my channel, all I do is talk about me, but it's my channel, so I don't know, just ignore that. How was your week? I hope it was well. My week was pretty good. Well, rather, it ended good. This week, I don't know if it was the damn full moon or the fact we got an eclipse coming up, but mentally it was a little bit tough. I had a lot of like old stuff coming up and things around worthiness and not feeling enough, and it had me down, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm feeling much better. I went and walked my little trail, made sure I grounded. I gave myself some space to cry it out a little bit, because nothing wrong with that. But overall, like, I'm feeling really good right now. I can't paint my nails and talk at the same time because I'm gonna mess up one or the other. So I'm just gonna do a toe and then say something and then do another toe and then say something. But something I realized this week is like, rather no, I mean I've been knew this about myself, but in my personality I have a tendency to hyperfixate on things, and it's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing because I'm persistent as hell, and when I want to do something I get it done. When I want to learn something, that's all I learn about. Like I put on my blinders and that's all I see. But on the bad side of that is it's easy for me to neglect other parts of myself. I usually make it a habit to check in every day to just see how I'm feeling and ground myself and stabilize. But when I'm hyper focused on accomplishing something, that's literally the only thing that's on my mind. And so then I'll look up and I'll be like, why do I feel so shitty right now? And my inner self is like, cause bitch, like, you ain't fed us in a week. And so that might have been something that contributed to my past 7 days as well. And during that time of me like recouping and dealing with all those emotions and whatnot, I was thinking to myself, like, I really miss having a community. When I was in high school, I did choir and athletic training and stuff like that. And although that was cool, I was very much a loner, so I didn't really hang out with people outside of school. And outside of that, the first time I ever really felt like I had some kind of communities, I was in a K-pop cover dance group a few years ago. And it was like one of the best periods of my life because I felt like I had like genuine friends for the first time, and like we hung out all the time. We got together every week, and I was like, these are my girls. And when that group broke up, I was so heartbroken. It took me a while to like recover from that. But ever since then, I felt like I got a glimpse of what it was like to have a community and to have a group of people that are all on the same page and have the same goals and stuff like that. And so I was thinking to myself this past week, like, man, I miss that. I wish I could just have a group of people where we all understand that we're magical, right? And that we're not of the world, we're in the world, or however that statement goes, and we're manifesting, and we talk about our lives. Maybe we talk about like finding our soulmates and stuff like that, and just somewhere where we can all relate to one another. And when we're feeling down, like, other people are there to like be like, yo, I feel you, I understand what you're going through, because this path can be lonely sometimes. And if you've started your spiritual journey, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because you can't talk to everybody about this stuff, because they're just not gonna get it, and it's nothing to them, like, not judging anybody for where they're at, but at the same time, like, it's really helpful to have people that you can resonate with. So I was thinking, like, I don't know, we're a small group, but if there's anyone who would be interested in maybe, I don't know, putting together a Facebook group with me, or like a Discord, or just joining, and we can just be there to support each other. No, like, I don't know how to put it, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, I just want to have a group of us where we just talk about stuff and we keep it positive. This ain't going to be a space for you to just trauma dump or anything like that, but, you know, upliftment, empowerment, all of that to be our favorite selves, the magical favorite group or whatever. So if you hear me and you feel me, just leave a comment below. Maybe I'll start a group and, you know, we can all join it. Spirit put it on my heart too, because sometimes I like to, my guilty pleasure is tarot readings on YouTube. There's sometimes they be hidden and sometimes I'd be like, why am I watching this? But a repetitive message for me has been being in a community, and then I feel like I got this download about just starting a group on Discord or something like that. So yeah, for real, let me know your thoughts. Well, I'm doing this blue and I'm like, what the hell did I pick this color? I just bought this color. I was gonna do like a brown or like a fall color, but I'm just really feeling pastels these days, you know? What I did before this was lavender, and I done wore that out, honey. I was in love with that lavender. And then when I wasn't doing lavender, I was doing pink. And when I wasn't doing pink, I was doing white. So I'm just trying to venture out a little bit, but pastel colors are really speaking to me these days. Something else I realized this week too was like, we tend to put ourselves in boxes. Like, I feel like my main personality is spirituality, which is fine because, you know, I love this stuff. But, you know, like I said earlier, we also gotta exist on this planet, and being spiritual 100% of the time can really weigh on your mental. And you gotta find stuff that grounds you. You gotta have little guilty pleasures. Like another one of my guilty pleasures is like cringy reality dating shows. For some reason, I love that stuff. Like F-Boy Island and like The Circle and stuff like that. I eat it up. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Doing that stuff keeps you grounded and freaking mentally sane, because Earth can get a little rough. These how my nails coming out. This feels so ghetto. But yeah, I don't know, man. I shouldn't have picked this bright ass blue on my toes, but I'm gonna rock it for the next 2 weeks, because, you know, I'm not redoing it. I had a coworker the other day tell me, I don't know how we got on the topic, but we started talking about feminine and masculine energies, and she told me that she feels like I radiate more masculine energy. Not in a way that's like, oh, you walk and talk like a dude, but like she could just sense that energy within me, right? And I wear makeup. Not a lot, but you know, your girl is cute. And at first I was like, oh, it's because I grew up with my dad, which is true. My dad had primary custody of me. But after a while I reflected on that comment. I realized that in my life I've always just been like, I gotta be doing something. If I'm not doing something, then something ain't right. I'm not enough. I gotta prove my worth. I'm not saying that, but that's basically what my actions were saying, is I gotta do stuff so I can prove that I'm successful and that people can be proud of me. And I feel like this whole year has really just been about me realizing that I don't have to be in that energy, and that I can be a princess and receive, and that if I just listen and shut my mouth up and be still, opportunities and what this and how the universe can put things together for me will happen. But if I'm never still and sitting crisscross applesauce to be like, okay, what do I need to do? How will I know? See, that's another reason why I want to have this group, because you can't tell everybody that. If I told my father the kind of year I had and the lessons that I'm learning, he would look at me like, first of all, I didn't raise you like that. Second of all, that's what's wrong with y'all generation. Y'all don't know how to work. But you know, I trust myself. I have faith in what I'm doing. And I feel like if I wasn't meant to be doing this, I wouldn't have had the strong desire to do it in the first place. I would give up a long time ago. And the same for you, friend. This is confirmation. If there's something you've been wanting to do, or something that you've been doing, that you in your head you've been telling yourself maybe it's not possible, I'm here to tell you, yes it is. Why isn't it possible? Because someone told you it ain't possible? Because you haven't seen anybody else do it? Okay, there's gotta be a first for everything. I went to a channeling class, and in that session, someone told me that you must remember that you are from divine source energy, that you are spirit, that you are God. And you can interpret that as what fits best to you. But what they were telling me is that there is no separation between me and God. Everything that we see is God, right? And so there is no impossible in divine source energy's dictionary. And if you are divine source energy, that means there is no impossible in your dictionary. Your mind is what determines whether you can do something or not. Whoever holds the fastest person in the world holds their record because their mind decided that it was possible. But would that person still be the fastest person in the world if they were constantly telling themselves, I can't be the fastest person in the world? Right? Would their muscles still activate in the same way? Probably not. But it only does because they believe they could. So whenever you do that impossible thing, I want you to come back to this comment section or any comment section of my video and you let me know, because I want to hear it. I got the feeling someone is doing something real magical and I want to witness it. Also, because sometimes I be feeling bad about this, but like some of y'all leave such like nice comments and compliments, and you tell me that my videos are so incredibly helpful. And every day, I'm always so thankful and honored that I'm able to say anything that someone else finds to be helpful. And if I don't get back to you or say anything to your reply, I promise you I'm not ignoring you. I'm just so freaking bad with compliments. I really am. And also, like, I never want to be the person that does this for, like, you know, the notoriety or whatever. I just be sharing what I feel led to share, you know? And that's why I show up, because I feel like when I do stop showing up, spirit is on my ass. And I have this voice in the back of my head, like, you know you need to be talking to somebody. You got all this truth that needs to come out of your mouth, and you ain't doing your job. Alright, I'm done. We gonna let these toes dry. I don't think they that bad. I wear socks all the time anyway, so the only person that's gonna see you is me. I ain't gonna hold y'all all day. Thank you for being here. Let me know, did you enjoy this kind of just sit down and talk video? I feel like if my videos aren't super structured and super edited, that no one wants to see them, but if you enjoyed this, let me know. Because I can totally do more of these. This was kind of nice, so... Anywho, again, thank you for being here. I love you. Have an amazing week. I intend for all your manifestations, all your joys, all your dreams are going to be coming to fruition way sooner than you think. And I will see you in the next video.